Hey, what's up? It's Chris from Brooker Films, and in today's video, I'm going to show you how to clone yourself in your photos. So let's get into it. I released a filmmaking tutorial quite recently on how to clone yourself in video, but how do you clone yourself in photography? Well, I'm going to cover that in today's video. So the clone effect is actually achieved by merging several different variations of the same photo on top of each other. To do this, we need to mount a camera to a tripod, set the camera to timer interval mode, do a few different poses and take a picture of each different pose along the way. Just make sure you don't move the camera between each different photo, as this will completely ruin the effect. Now, once you have your pictures, we need to get these onto the computer and merge these to create an epic looking clone effect. So let's do it. So now that we've loaded up Adobe Photoshop, we need to create a new document, and we'll just call this Clone Yourself. And then we need to navigate to the original images, and we're just going to find out the original dimensions of the image. So as you can see, this image here is 5760 by 3840. Now you want to make sure that the width and the height matches the same width and height of the image that you're going to import. So once you've set that, we're just going to press create. Okay, so now we need to go over to the Finder and we need to drag those images into the document. So we're just going to drag these down. And one by one, we're just going to center all of these images and just press accept as each one is imported. Perfect, and all of those have now imported, and as you can see, this empty layer is at the top, so we need to try and drag this down to the bottom. So we're just going to go over to the tab on the right, and we're just going to drag this down and place that onto the bottom layer. Cool, so now we literally just need to go through each individual layer, and we just need to erase the background from all of these layers. So we're just going to press the erase tool on the tab on the left, and then we're just going to adjust the size and the hardness of this. And I'm just going to go through and I'm just going to erase everything from this layer. Perfect. Now that's a super rough job, but for now I'm just going to leave that one there, and I'm going to go to the layer below that one and I'm going to do the exact same thing. So I'm just going to go through and I'm just going to erase all of the background from this one layer. Okay, so I'm just going to hide these top two layers, and we're going to do the exact same thing for this layer as well. So we're just going to go through and just erase that background. Okay, perfect, and then we're just going to do the same for this very last layer. So we're just going to go down to here, and we're just going to remove the background. And that's it. Now we're just going to toggle on all of the other layers. Okay, now as you can see, this is actually overlapping with the background layer back here. So what I need to do is I need to completely erase the background from this. So I'm just going to adjust my brush size back down to around 100. And I'm just going to work my way through and just delete the background from this image. Okay, perfect. So I've just cleaned up this top layer here. I've just gone around the edges and I've just deleted all of the background from around myself. Now I just need to go over to the second layer, which is this one over here. This is me hanging on the gate. And I just need to do the exact same thing for this image. So I'm going to zoom back into 300%. And I'm just going to work my way through and delete all of the background. And that's that layer done. Okay, so as you can see, this layer here is actually a lot darker than the other layers, so this isn't going to blend very well. So we're going to have to try and feather this out. So to do this, we're going to go over to our erase tool again, and we're going to pull the hardness down to 0%. Now we're just going to slowly go around the edge of this and just blend this into the scene. This will take some time, but trust me, this will look a lot better once it's completed. Okay, so as you can see, that's now feathered in nicely. So we're just going to go back up to the next layer, and we're just going to do exactly the same thing, because as you can see, this is not blended very well. And now we just want to do the same thing with the next layer as well. So we're just going to go around and we're just going to blur this and try and blend this in within the scene as well. Now, as you can see on this top layer, I completely forgot to erase this. So I'm just going to go and find the correct layer and just delete this from the shot. Okay, so as you can see from this image, my head is actually blocking myself sitting up here. So I'm just going to completely remove that clone. Okay, now as you can see from this image, there are a few imperfections. As you can see up here, it hasn't quite aligned correctly, and this rail is looking extremely funky. So we're just going to go through each layer and just make sure that each individual layer is correctly lined up with the background. So I'm just going to zoom in to 300%, and I'm just going to line this layer up to there. Perfect. Now we're just going to do the same thing for the next layer. That is this one over here. And that's literally it. As you can see, the clone effect is now complete. And to progress this even further, you can color correct and color grade this to make it look as stylish as you please. If you found this video helpful at all, then please do let me know in the comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe if you would like to see more videos like this one in the future. Thank you ever so much for watching. I really do truly appreciate it. I hope you have the most amazing day today. I will see you soon. Woo!